Okay, hello students. This is Pilates Fundamentals class number 4. And I just want you to make sure you have a few things pre-set up for this class. Are all of our normal props that we use, sitting pads, head support, an extra hand towel to use, and your stretch towel if you need it. If you have a TheraBand, use it. We're going to use hand weights today. So remember, if you don't have hand weights, just grab a pair of water bottles, canned food, something like that. And we're going to use the ball today. Now I'm assuming you don't all have a little ball like this that I use in my classes at school. And so to simulate that, and it really actually does work just as well, you're going to get a bath size towel. So a longer, bath towel, the thickest one you can find in your house. And then just kind of roll it the way we did for our spacer. Fold it in half lengthwise, fold it in half twice usually, and then tightly roll it into a roll, okay? Then I secured it by using some rubber bands. If you don't have that, you can use pieces of ribbon or elastic, and if you don't have that, it will still work without being secured. You just have to possibly pause and re-roll it if it starts to unroll. So you notice it's a little bigger than the hand-sized towel that we sometimes use. And that's because we're going to be using this in place of the ball. So stop and get that prepared if you don't have something like that ready to go. And then we'll continue on. Okay, so assuming you've got that now, I want to also give you a principle of Pilates to focus on today. We have been focusing in the past couple of classes on using the breath and fluid controlled movements. And we're going to continue applying those principles, but add to it today precision and control. And so precision really means attention to details. And so it's controlled movements where you're focusing on each part of each exercise specifically. And so you want to listen carefully to the cues I give you, make sure you're setting up in a good position and that you're initiating the way I'm cueing it, and that you're paying attention to those details, and then also include the breath and the, again, fluid movements as well. So precision and control is going to be hopefully your focus today. And if you forget, I've got it here in the sign here just to remind you. And we're going to do a little seated warm-up to start. So get your sitting pads, cross your legs in front, organize on top of sit bones, and then arms to the side, wide collarbone. Make sure ear is over shoulder, shoulder over center pelvis. Now remember, our Pilates works the front body and the back body and the side body. So we want to lift the front abdominals, lift the back pant waist, lift the side waist, but easy shoulders like water running off your neck and shoulders. So Pilates is as much about lengthening as strengthening. So we're strengthening in a lot of our exercises, but we're also lengthening. So really also focus on the lengthening of your body, front, back, and side whenever possible. Let's take a few breaths. Inhale, press out, exhale. Continue that, open and reach out and up. Inhale, lifting up out of your sit bones and press. Next one, stay up. We're just gonna reach from the side waist and 8, 7, keep breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, press out and down. Circle the shoulders for 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then we're going to take the arms in front for a seated roll down. Inhale, nod, curve. Keep your sit bones attached as you roll and slide your fingers forward. Inhale, scoop the belly to roll up bone by bone, stacking, widening the collarbone. Inhale, up and over curve, tight navel to spine. Inhale, exhale, and as you come up, make sure you're widening the collarbone. Get your head aligned all the way up over your spine here, and then angle to the right diagonal. Inhale, up and over curve, reaching for that stretch, but keep that opposite sit bone anchored. And roll it back up. Other side, inhale, nod up and over curve like a candy cane hook and reach out to that diagonal, but keep that navel pressing in actively and then roll it up. Fingertips to the side, lateral bend. You reach up first to this very vertical side body. Now lift out of your waist before you arc side. Go directly side. Make sure your head goes with you. Don't leave it behind. And that your opposite sit bone is reaching to the floor. Inhale. Lift from the bottom waist as your initiator to bring you up. So that's what I meant by how you're starting things. Where is it initiating from? Inhale, vertical. Up and out first. So you go up to go out to the side, but not by hunching the shoulder, by lengthening your spine and your side body. Then lift from your bottom waist to initiate, bringing it up. Once more each side. Inhale, up and over. And then we're going to do a little mermaid prep. You're going to rotate your upper body, wrap the upper arm under, look at your mat and navel to the spine. So you're always activating those abdominals. Open shoulder over shoulder. So sometimes we open and we only get like here. No, we want to go all the way to that full lateral position and lift from your bottom waist. Other side, up and out, reach through the side body. Then rotate upper body to look at your mat, wrapping under. But keep that pelvic area stable. And then open all the way to the side. Stack the shoulders. Make sure your head's not too low or too high. It's in line with your curve of your spine. And then lift from your bottom waist. Soles of the feet together, a little further out in front of you so you're not jammed up. And then relax the knees open. Grab the shins, lift tall. I'm actually using my arms, remember, to help me a little bit lengthen. Now we C curve. Inhale, hollow up and back C curve. Round forward over your legs. Now right here, lengthen from the tailbone, and as you're lengthening, your head comes up in line with your spine in a flat back neutral and center. And we inhale tall. C curve, scooping out that front body, rounding the back body as well. And then you're rolling back, but we're not going so far that we can't keep ourselves in control here. Then round forward. Lengthen from the tailbone to the top of the head, lengthening your whole spine outward. This is that lengthening we're talking about, and kind of focusing that today, and back to center. Good. Cross the legs again, and let's interlace our fingers behind. If you're on sit pads, you can just press straight down. If you're not on sit pads, you might have to lift a little. Either way, it's good because you're getting a stretch through the front, chest, shoulder area. Hold for a deep breath. Inhale. And exhale. Good. And release. All right, let's come off our sitting pads. And we're going to go ahead and let's go ahead and not use your head support yet, but roll down onto your back for some bridging. All right? So neutral spine, knees bent. Now, here's where we want to use our little small spacer between the knees and feet only a couple of inches apart, parallel with the feet under the knees, arms alongside. Now, you'll feel the bones of the back of the body in contact, except for the little low back waist. That is just slightly off the mat, remember. Tailbone is lengthening in the direction of the feet, not pushing downward, but lengthening forward toward your feet. And then you're flattening across like a seat belting or saran wrapping to engage the bracing feeling of your abdominals. And always if you ever feel like, oh gee, I've forgotten what that feels like, hands on your thighs, push your legs into your hands as you pick the feet up just an inch or two, you'll feel that bracing. It won't be that intense, but it's that idea. All right, so now with your feet just slightly apart, nothing under the head, we'll bridge. Scoop and curl first into your little pelvic tilt. Actually, let's do a few of those first, and then roll the tailbone down. I'm putting my hands here because this, as you can see, my hands are level. When I tilt, the fingertips go higher than the heels of my hands as I flatten the back waist. And then I roll the tailbone toward the feet, and the pubic bone lengthens away from the navel, and my fingertips come in line with my heels of my hands. Scoop and tilt, flattening the waist, rolling it down. So I'm just reviewing some of those basics. And scoop and tilt, and roll it down. One more, scoop and tilt, and roll it down. Good. And then I'm placing my arms down for this next part. We're going to do our bridge, starting the same way. Scoop and tilt, roll the pelvis up, and roll up the back spine to the shoulder blade area approximately. Never going too high onto the neck. And then keep that nice straight line, feeling the back body contracting, and then sink the upper chest to roll bone by bone. Really take the time. This is how we're warming up the spine and pelvic area, all those muscles in there. And so we're articulating the spine, meaning we're getting it kind of mobilizing, but we're also engaging those muscles to support the spine as well and the pelvis. So we're going to focus on smooth, fluid, controlled movements and attention to details, right? Here we go. Inhale, curl, roll it up to that straight line bridge. Inhale, heavy chest, roll down bone by bone, unravel down. One more like that. Inhale, pelvic curl, roll up to bridge. Inhale, this always feels so good to me. Roll down, because all that sitting we do at the computer these days, right? Boy, it really helps to get the spine opened up a little bit. Now grab your little hand towel folded in the lengthwise direction, hold it above your solar plexus with a little tautness on the towel, and check your wrist is straight and your back shoulders down. We're ready, and start it over your solar plexus, and we're ready for the rib cage arms lying down. So you're going to reach back to hover just above the mat. Inhale, check your back ribs are down. Exhale smoothly up over solar plexus. Again, inhale to reach back. Exhale to pause up. Now we're going to hold the position here with the arms and bridge. Pelvic curl, roll up to your bridge and pause. Now reach back to those rib cage arms, hover above the floor slightly. Now sink the chest, keep reaching back and roll down. It's going to feel like you're tractioning your spine into the mat, and unravel neutral, and then bring the arms back up over solar plexus and continue curl, roll up to the bridge first. Once you're there, reach back to rib cage arm, hover, inhale, sink the upper chest, roll bone by bone. Feel the waist, then the tailbone, and reach it up. One more time. Inhale, pelvic curl. It should feel good. Roll up to that bridge. Inhale, reach back, hover. And this feels so good to me. Exhale, roll down. And once you get to neutral, arms up, and then bring it back down. We're going to use this towel as a little hammock today for our ab curl. So I'm going to just have it folded once lengthwise. So I have a little bit more of this shape instead of the folded one we used just now. So this shape here, and I'm just going to scrunch a little on either side to get a good handhold. Check your wrist, and then place it behind the back of the head on the bony part and make a little hammock for your head. And then my arms are out to the side, just a little off the mat, and I'm not going to pull on the towel. No, I'm just going to hold it in position as I ab curl to give me just that little support. And this is a good option for those of you that still struggle with the ab curl and you're having neck issues or neck fatigue, especially again if we're sitting a lot with a forward head to the computer. Always watch that, try not to do that, but sometimes we get a lot of strain there. So we inhale, nod the chin, sink the breastbone, and I'm just using that slight support here for my ab curl. Hold, inhale, and lower, exhale. We're going to do two more like that. Inhale, nod, ab curl, looking forward. Check your tailbone anchored so we're not tucking. Inhale, and lower, exhale. Let's do one more. Inhale, nod, ab curl. Hold it, inhale, and lower, exhale. Okay, then slip that towel out from under. Now let's do the interlaced fingers behind the head. But think of it the same way. So you're not pulling with your hands or elbows. It's just a support. Inhale, nod, sink the chest to ab curl, looking at your leg area. Check you're lengthening the tailbone to the mat. Inhale and lower, exhale, no tucking. Inhale, nod, sink to curl, flattening across that low belly, not bulging, but think of that saran wrapping, and lower. So if I start to tuck, you'll feel the bulging. So try not to tuck. Inhale, nod, sink to curl, and reach forward, grab on, lift a ½ inch. Stay at that height, hands behind, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. Let's do ab curl with rotation. Inhale, nod, curl forward, check your position. Now twist to the right diagonal, center, not moving anything but the upper body to the left, center, twist to the right, breathing, center, exhale to the left. Center, inhale, lower, exhale, one more time. Inhale, nod the chin, sink the breastbone to curl forward and stay, tailbone anchored, twist to the left, and center, to the right, and center to the left. Center, and last time right. Center, hold, inhale, lower, exhale, and slip your head support in under that bony part of your head. All right, and take your little knee spacer out, and then we're going to do our knee sways, toes down. So we'll take the arms up, open T shape on the floor a little below shoulder height, meaning not up above you like this, nope, down here, and palms up. That's to help anchor that upper shoulder girdle area. Lift the heels, toes, or balls of the feet on the mat, knees together, tight abdominals, sway to the right, inhale, keep the opposite left shoulder down. Now right here, we initiate with your abdominals flattening to bring the pelvis center. Never let your knees and feet come apart. Take it to the left, right shoulder down. Don't go too far. You don't want to arch your low back. And you'll squeeze the belly to bring it center. Yes, you'll feel some stretch when you tip over to the side, but you don't want to go so far you feel strain in the back, yeah? Inhale to the right, knees together, squeeze the belly, exhale center, and over, inhale, squeeze to center, exhale. Let's do one more each side. Inhale over, exhale to center, and last one, inhale, exhale to center. Pause, heels down, arms up, cross hand over hand. We're going to ab curl for hula. Inhale, nod, ab curl to reach forward, tailbone anchored, no tuck, and then outside the right knee, exhale straight across left, exhale right, exhale left. Breathing as you move, precise controlled movements, no jerkiness, thinking about not moving anything below the waist, and keeping your head in a position where you're looking forward. Try not to let your head fall back. Never look at the ceiling when you're doing this. And last two, and one, take it center, inhale, lower everything, exhale, and roll that head side to side. Good job. Okay, now we're going to do a little work with that rolled towel or ball. And so this is your larger towel, alrighty? And the first thing we're going to do is seated. So you know how we've done our little half rollback. So in fact, let's do that first just to get that idea going. So have that thing right nearby to grab it. We're going to sit in the middle of the mat on your sit bones, legs. Actually, we will use our little spacer between the knees here. And we're going to keep the legs just an inch or two apart. And notice the feet are not jammed up here but out, so you can grab behind the back legs. Help yourself into neutral spine against an imaginary wall. Let's do a couple of half rollbacks. Inhale, prepare. You hollow the front body. You lead from your tailbone and low back into that deep C curve in the low area right here. All right, so this is that nice curve here. Now, a little couple of more inches back, but keep your curve. Deepen the belly backward as you curve over your sitting bones. Forehead is actually going towards your knees, so you're rounding forward. Then unravel by rocking onto sit bones and lengthening from your low back all the way up to the top of the head. Inhale, hollow up and back C curve into half roll back. Now it's like you're that little scooped out rowboat, and you inhale, pull the navel toward the back waist as you curve forward. Get on top of sit bones and unravel up and lengthen to your neutral. Inhale, hollow up and back C curve. Inhale, navel to spine, exhale forward, and unravel up. Now, we're going to take the rolled towel or ball, turn it this direction, not this direction. I mean, it is this direction from my perspective, but it's not lengthwise behind you. It's short. It's this direction. So you're snugging it right to the lowest part of your low back. So I'm really snugging it right up against me here while I'm in neutral. Then you're going to grab behind your back legs. You're going to do a little C curve. So you scoop, roll into the towel with your lowest part of your low back and feel that scooped out C curve here. Yeah? Then pull the navel in even more. Deepen your curve just an inch more and then reach your arms forward. Now keep scooping the belly and just lean ever so slightly back in your upper body. It's not a completely flat back. You still have your low C curve in your low back, but I am leaning into the towel a little more. Hold there and reach the arms up diagonally, and then look up diagonally, but don't tip your head back, just your eyes go up. Hold there for 5, 4, tight belly, 3, 2, 1, curve, grab on, and roll up a little, but not all the way. Then deepen your curve a little more again. Reach the arms forward, shoulders down. Then just ever so slightly lean back a little. Arms up diagonal, eyes up diagonal. And you should feel this kind of trembling if you're doing it right. And hold for 5, 4, keep navel to spine, 3, 2, 1. Reach forward, grab on, and curve. And roll up and make sure it's snugged up again. And C curve into it a little bit. Just want to adjust it if you need to. All right, just do that one more time. So first grab on and C curve. Lean back a little bit. Reach forward. Scoop the low belly. And then the shoulders down. Lean back just where you feel that little trembling maybe, or you feel a good strong, bracing feeling. Then reach the arms up a little more diagonally if you can. If not, just go where you were before. And then just look ever so slightly up with your eyes. Don't drop your head backward. And we might feel it a little more here if you take the arms higher. Yeah, I'm feeling it. And hold for inhale. Exhale. Reach forward. Curve and lengthen. One more time. Curve into the low back. And then lean back slightly. This time we're going to variation it. Keep that deep low back curve, but lengthen a little bit upper body. Reach forward and up diagonal. Now, you're going to pull one elbow back diagonally as you twist that direction, like you're aiming it to the floor. And then back forward. Alternate. Pull and twist. Look at your back elbow, but keep your abdominals tight and reach it forward. Pull and twist. Is this challenging? And reach it forward. Pull and twist. Reach it forward. Pull and twist. Reach it forward. Pull and twist. Reach it forward. Grab on, curve forward, all the way off the towel and lengthen up. Now, take your spacer out from between your knees. Bring that bigger towel in front of you. Make sure it's still nice and, rounded up. And then roll on your back. And it's okay to use a head support for this section. And we're going to put the ball or rolled towel under your sacrum or the low back pelvis on that very bony part that is above the tailbone but below the waist. Meaning, I'm not putting the towel on my back waist. And I'm not putting it so far down it's on my bottom glutes where it's almost going to pop out. But on that bony part, right above the tailbone and below the waist. So to do that, I have to push up into a little bit of a bridge. Actually, let's take our little head support out because we're going to push up in a little bridge. Pull that rolled towel underneath your pelvis. The pelvis, remember, is that bony part of the back of this low area. Then, when you rest your pelvis on this rolled towel or ball, you should feel like it's not primarily on your waist. It's really lower than the waist, but it's not so low that it feels like it's going to kind of pop out or, smash out. So it should feel like can stabilize your pelvic area, that neutral pelvis, in a slanted position. So I do have a little space under here. All right, arms alongside, bring your knees and feet together and move them a little out away from you and tighten and brace across the low belly to support your position. If this bothers your low back too much, for those of you that might have back issues, do this exercise without the ball under your waist, under your pelvis. And remember, it's not on your waist because yes, that would feel bad on your back. It's under the pelvis below the waist. But if it is too much, take it out. Now, we're going to do our leg levitations here. Your object is don't move anything but your legs and keep your nice braced abdominals activated throughout. So inhale, lift the right leg to a perfect 90-90 tabletop, slowly putting it on your pool of water, not to ripple the water.
Lift your left to that perfect 90-90, no wobbles, and lower down. Then lift the right again and stay, and the left to join. Now I have both legs in my tabletop with the legs together. Now we're going to be doing toe dips here. When you dip, don't change anything in the trunk. Keep your dips only as big as you can maintain your positioning. So you can just do an inch or two, or I'm going to go all the way and tap to the mat, but you don't have to do that. And lift back up. Alternate, inhale, dip, and lift to the legs together. Always keeping the same amount of bend at the knee, a right angle, so you don't increase or decrease the amount of bend. Keeping the shape of the leg and just moving from your hip socket to lower the leg and lift the leg. Inhale to dip, exhale to lift, inhale to dip, exhale to lift and stay. Now, keeping both legs together, just dip both legs 2 inches away. We don't want to go too far. We don't want to strain the back at all, but you're working your low abdominals primarily to support you. Just a 2-inch dip of both legs, very tiny. And lift. Are we feeling it? I am. And a little 2-inch dip. And lift. Then put the right foot down and the left foot down. Then bring your right leg up again. Bring it close to you and grab behind it and slide the opposite leg out straight. You'll feel a stretch in the front of the hip of the straight leg. Pull the other knee closer to you. You might deepen that stretch. Now I'm tight in my hip flexors from sitting a lot at the computer, and I feel this right here. You might not be tight in your hip flexors, so you may not feel it. That's okay. Now bend the bottom leg first. Put the top leg down. Pick up the other leg. Grab behind it. Slide the other leg out straight, and then pull the bent knee towards you and feeling the stretch on the other side in that front hip area. The little lift on the ball or towel helps to increase that stretch. That's why we're doing that real quick, just to lengthen our front body a little bit more before we start some more exercises. And then slide that bottom leg in first, then put the top leg down. Now I'm going to lift a little bit in my pelvis up so I can pull that towel out from under, and then roll down through your back body and roll the tailbone to the mat. And then notice, how does that feel back there? Oh, it kind of opens it up a little bit, don't you think? I like the feeling. And you can just wiggle a little or just do a few little pelvic tilts and just feel that nice release and opening in that low back area. Just a couple of more tilts. Exhale. We're curling the tailbone, and just one more exhale. All right, good job. All right, now we're going to put our towel at our upper back. So we're going to basically be putting it right at the tips of the shoulder blades. So it's right at your upper mid-back area between the tips of the shoulder blades. And I'm going to lay on it in a slanted neutral again. Okay, so that my pelvis is still in a neutral. I'm not trying to tuck and push my waist down. I'm lengthening my pubic bone. So yes, there's space under here. Yeah. So I have a little space there. Yep, we can see it. And then my feet are a little further out, so I'm not jammed up. And I have a long spine on a slant. Then interlace your fingers behind your head so that you're supporting the head and neck. And we're going to do an ab curl, but we're going to arc all the way back as far as you feel comfortable going to open the chest, and you're arcing over your towel or ball, and you feel that open stretch. This is that lengthening of the front body, feeling that stretch there. Now, nod the chin to bring the head in alignment first, then slide your breastbone and go into that slanted ab curl to the point that you feel that little bit of bracing and maybe even a little trembling there, but don't tuck your pelvis to do that. And then repeat, arc back, open the elbows and feel the stretch. And I'm going to go ahead and let my head fall back into my hands. I feel comfortable doing that, but if you have neck issues and you want to leave it more straight on, that's fine. And then nod the chin first, and then slide the breastbone away from the chin to go into that little slanted ab curl without tucking or moving the pelvis. 2 more. Inhale to arc back, nod and go to that little ab curl, and inhale to arc, and nod and go to ab curl and then reach forward. Grab onto your back legs. Deep curve, tuck the pelvis a little bit. Feel that scoop and hollow out right through here. Now, if you can roll all the way up, great. And if not, roll to your side and come to sit. Then let's move that towel out from behind us, out of the way, and roll back down for the 100. And you can do just the feet down. I'm going to give an option today of one leg lift and during the part of it, and then the other leg. But if you want to keep both feet down the whole time, that's absolutely okay. Be sure to do whatever feels right for your body today. We never want to feel strain on the low back. So if you're feeling strain on the low back, keep the feet down. All right, so this is our pumping and breathing. So let's start in neutral. Nice neutral pelvis, neutral spine, arms reaching alongside, feeling the back shoulder blades into the mat. We're going to start with ab curl. Inhale, nod the chin, sink to curl and reach. Start pumping. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, lift the right leg tabletop. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lift the left leg tabletop. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 70. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 80. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 90. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 100. Reach. Right foot down, left foot down. Lower the chest and arms. Roll your head side to side. Good job. Now, grab that towel that we use as the straight arm reference for ribcage arms. Take your little hand towel, fold it twice lengthwise, grab the ends, tautness on it, hold it above solar plexus, stretch the right leg out, stretch the left leg out, squeeze the legs together. Now we're just going to reach back, a nice stretch here. As you reach back, hover above the mat. Don't lay your arms on the mat. Elbows straight, shoulders down. Feel the length in your front body from your toes to your fingers. Feel that body's just lengthening out. That's your stretching position. Now, keep the legs nice and straight and squeeze those legs together actively so you feel connection of your upper body to your lower body right here. Then keep those legs together actively and start the arms. Inhale, nod the chin. Ab curl to reach forward into ab curl towards your feet and look there. And you still keep those legs nice and together. Then lower down. We're going to do that again. Inhale, back ribs down, arms up, nod the chin, ab curl, reach forward. Hold, inhale, lower, exhale. One more time. Inhale, arms up, nod the chin, reach forward into ab curl. Inhale, and lower, exhale, reach back. Now bend each leg just a few inches together, so I'm just slightly bent. Then open them apart the width of your mat, so a little wider than shoulder width. But see how I'm not in close, I'm still out pretty far. Now do the same thing. Start the arms, nod the chin, ab curl, reach forward, and feel that nice deep abdominal connection, and lower. And now put that towel down and do it without the towel, palms toward each other. Inhale, nod, lift, ab curl. Now grab onto your back legs. See if you can lift another inch. Inhale, lower, and reach back. Let's do that again. Arms up, nod the chin, ab curl, grab onto those back legs. Now you can do a little tuck right here, little tailbone curl, and come up another inch or two, and lower back down. And then release the tailbone back to neutral with the neutral pelvis as you lower back down. So you're starting in neutral pelvis and spine. You start the arms, you start the ab curl, you start curling your tailbone as you grab onto your legs. So you're in a little scoop out C curve of the spine. Come another inch higher if you can, and then back down. And we're just prepping for the roll up here. One more time. Inhale, nod, ab curl, reach forward, grab on. Little pelvic curl. And go another inch or two if you can, and back down, and reach back, and then circle the arms around, and bring your feet in. All right, good job. Let's roll to your side, come to sit.
We're going to do our rolling like a ball. I know I've been reading your reflections. You're having some struggles still with that. Please don't despair. I had back issues when I started Pilates. It took me 9 months to be able to do a rolling like a ball. It looks simple, but it's not. So never despair about that. Now you can use your little towel here, or you can use a longer towel underneath the legs and maybe an underhand grip to help pull your legs in. Sometimes that's a little easier for the roll, remember? You can also use it across the front shins if you feel that helps you in a better way. I'm going to start with this one. And then you can always take the towel away when you feel more comfortable. Make sure there's nothing behind you. Scoot a little forward on your mat so you have plenty of room to roll. Make sure you have enough cushioning. So again, if you're on a hardwood floor, oops, that's probably not good to be on for rolling. You want a carpeted floor. You can also add more towels, remember. And then I'm going to use a towel to help pull my legs in. C-curve the spine, shoulders down, looking a little toward my legs here, but not jamming my chin. It's down a little, but I'm not jamming it to my chest. Now pick your feet up to just hover. Find that little bounce. This is your prep. This is always an option if you're not ready for rolling today. Every day is different. Lead from your tailbone area, that deepening of your curve to initiate your roll. Roll, inhale forward to the balance and hold for 2 counts. Try not to roll onto your upper shoulders or neck, more just to your mid-upper back. Inhale, exhale, hold and balance. Keep looking at your belly. Inhale, exhale, hold and balance. And I'm feeling the tightness too, because, you know, we're in different times, sitting a lot, housebound. So yeah, it will feel different than it might in normal circumstances. You're a little tighter perhaps. Give yourself a break. Don't feel like you have to master it today. Just do what you can. It's all about process. All right, inhale, exhale, balance. 2 more. Inhale, exhale, balance. 1 more. Inhale, exhale, balance, and feet down, release. All right, excellent. Now we're going into leg circles. Now, you can use a leg support with a TheraBand or a long towel. And we're just going to do 5 each direction, and then we're going to do it without the band and repeat it. Ideally, it's done without the band, but you know, again, we're building up to the full versions. And so I like you to always start with something that you feel you can master first, and then move to the next level of difficulty. And remember, we all progress at different rates, and that is normal and okay. All right, so I'm going to do it with the band first. You can use a towel. You can use a head support. Get into your neutral pelvis and spine. Slip your band or towel over the bottom of your foot. Give it, if you're using a band, you would choke up a little to give it some tension and pull the elbows to the mat. If you're holding a towel, just grab the ends of the towel, bring the elbows to the mat. If you can't get your elbows to the mat, that's okay, just bend them a little bit so you have a secure position. Bottom leg is ideally straight, but always remember you can bend it slightly if that helps you maintain neutral a little bit better. Back ribs on the mat, and we start across the body. Inhale 5 times, exhale up 1. Inhale, exhale, no pelvic wobbles. Inhale, exhale up 3. Inhale, exhale up 4. Inhale, exhale, reverse. Inhale, exhale up 1. Inhale, exhale up 2. Inhale, exhale up 3. Inhale, exhale up 4. 1 more. Exhale, pause. Then switch out carefully. If you're using a band especially, be careful. Now once you have your position, check it. Always we check our position before we begin our movement. We never haphazardly just switch off and not think about it. We always think about position, then initiation, then move. Inhale, prepare, exhale for nothing, and now we start across. Inhale, exhale up 1. Trying to maintain stable pelvis 2, but really getting a smooth circle 3. Inhale, exhale, and last one, and pause, reverse. Inhale, I love leg circle. It always helps me feel like I'm loosening up in that hip joint. I'm stretching my leg a little bit. I'm getting things connected. I like it. And pause. Now, you can either do it without the band or towel, or you can repeat it with the band or towel if you need to. All right, so either do the knees slightly bent, as I mentioned, or if you feel comfortable straightening all the way, you can.
Bring your right leg in, flex this, before we lift the leg, let's open our arms to a T shape. That will help anchor your shoulders and upper body because we don't want to wobble side to side in our trunk area. We want to maintain neutral as much as possible. So bring the right leg up with a flexed foot. You can bend it slightly if you need to. And start across. Inhale, exhale up 1. Tight belly, quiet pelvis 2. Keep it small. Exhale 3. Inhale, exhale 4. Inhale, exhale, reverse. Out, down, around, and up. Thinking like your heel is circling on the ceiling. And up. Inhale, exhale, pause, and stretch that leg out. Check your position, neutral, and then bend your left in, flex to the ceiling at the spot where your tailbone is down, no tuck, and start across. Inhale, exhale, up 1. Inhale, exhale, up 2. Inhale, exhale, up 3. Inhale, exhale, up 4. Inhale, exhale, reverse. Inhale, exhale, up 1. Inhale, exhale, up 2. Inhale, exhale, up 3. Inhale, exhale, up 4. Inhale, exhale, pause. Stretch out, and then take your arms alongside, bend one leg at a time. All right, and now we're going to go into our single leg stretch. So first establish your neutral, tighten your low abdominal area especially, sink your back ribs, one at a time, legs tabletop together, and then hands on top of knees. Inhale, prepare, nod, ab curl to look forward, tailbone down, ready for single leg stretch. Hands to the right, knee stretch the left. Simultaneous switch. Keep looking toward your feet. Switch. Exhale. Not moving the pelvis, maintaining ab curl, maintaining looking forward. You don't want to look at the ceiling. If your head or neck gets tired, fatigued, put the head down, continue the legs, and lift again when you're ready for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug it in and roll your head side to side. Next is our double leg stretch. So we're going to bring the legs tabletop, tailbone down, hands on top, all in one movement today. We're going to ab curl, straighten the legs to Pilates V, that little turned out V, and ab curl and reach the arms to the 100 position. Inhale, prepare, ab curl, straighten the legs to the V and reach. So you're in your 100 position, legs on an up diagonal. Then take the arms up just on the diagonal, back alongside, and bend and lower to starting position. Now, if you need to modify this and grab behind and not release the arms, that's okay. Inhale, ab curl, reach heels together. Look forward at your legs as your arms go up. Do not let your head go up. So we're just on the diagonal, back alongside, and bend and lower. Inhale, exhale, squeeze the belly, squeeze the heels. Arms up, keep looking down toward your belly. Arms forward alongside, and bend and lower. One more time. Inhale, ab curl, squeeze the heels and reach. Arms up diagonal, arms alongside, bend and lower. Good job. Now we do the crisscross. Remember, you can modify doing one leg lift at a time. Otherwise, I'm doing full crisscross. Legs tabletop, interlace the fingers, hands behind the head. Check tailbone down, neutral pelvis. Inhale, nod into ab curl, exhale. Now twist to your right, straighten the left leg. Exhale, simultaneously switch. You're always twisting toward the bent leg. And switch, no pelvic wobble. Switch, exhale, controlling it. Precise movements, details. Do not look at the ceiling. You're looking towards your bent leg on a little past it on the diagonal. 2 more. And lower and hug in. Rock your pelvis a little side to side. Place the feet down one at a time and roll to your side. Come to sit. All right, we're going into some prone work, which means on your stomach, and we're going to do our basic back and leg lifts. So if you would just face where you can still be stretched out on your mat and have your screen where you can see it easily. We're going to bring our hands crossed in front, forehead on hands, legs in a together parallel position. And now I get that pelvic triangle planted on the mat. Then, once you have your pelvic triangle on the mat, draw the shoulders away from the ears. Lift your navel slightly away from the mat to engage abdominals. And your kneecaps are lengthened They're almost lifting away from the mat, ideally, and your legs are parallel together, toes extended. Keeping the pelvic positioning neutral on the mat, just float your right leg 1 inch off the mat for pulses for 10, 9. Notice we're not moving anything in the pelvic area. That's why we want to keep the little pulse very small, and think of the back of the leg lifting you and the glute, and you're stabilizing with those front belly muscles to keep the pelvic triangle planted. Lower the leg, lift the left. Nothing moves in the pelvis. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold. Lower. Now heels in the Pilates V and separate the heels apart in the open V. So they're still turned out for the upper back hover. Keeping forehead on hands, hover the upper back, arms and head, looking at your mat and lower. Then just both legs hover. Inhale and lower. Upper back, hover, inhale and lower. Just the legs, inhale and lower. Put them together, upper back and legs. Inhale, hover, hold, and lower. Keep the underneath belly tight. Inhale, hover both ends, and lower. Again, inhale, hover, stay. Open arms to a T shape. Back to the forehead, lower down. Once more, inhale, hover, open to a T shape, hands to the forehead, and lower down. Hands by ribs using abdominals. Round your back and push back to rest position, hips to heels. Reach out those arms, drop the forehead toward the mat. Lift the navel to the back waist, and breathe into your back ribs, meaning expand your back ribs as you inhale, and exhale. And again, inhale, and exhale, roll up to your 4-point kneel. Now we're going to grab that rolled towel or ball and put it between your inner knees as you go into 4-point kneel. So I'm still going into my 4-point kneel, but I have that little towel to snug on with my knee, inside legs above, just above the knee against the towel. I'm squeezing it. And then have a flat back neutral. Remember, look diagonally forward of your hands. Don't look straight down. Your head will drop. Then lift your navel, but don't round. We want a flat back neutral. Hands under armpits. Lift your breastbone away from the mat to secure a good stable shoulder girdle area. Now, keeping that squeeze on the ball, just round in your cat stretch. Squeeze the ball or towel and lengthen to neutral. And cat stretch, scoop, and lengthen to neutral. Now tuck the toes under. Keep squeezing your towel between your legs and hover the knees for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees down. Remove your towel or ball and sit back to rest position again. Take a deep breath. Roll up to 4-point kneel again for flying table. Establish your position first, then reach right arm, left leg, and hold for 10, 9, keep breathing, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, return. Try not to wobble, keep it very smooth. Other side, left arm, right leg, hold. Nice straight line, 10, 9, 8, no wobbles, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Return. Cat stretch again. Sit back to rest position. Deep breath. Exhale. Roll up. Now we're going to sit facing towards your mat with the legs in front of you. Grab that hand towel that's your open hand towel. And we're going to open the legs apart the width of your mat. And flex the feet for the spine stretch. Now remember, if you can't get up tall against your wall in a neutral, then you want to bend your knees a little. So only straighten the knees if you can also have a good neutral seated position. If you're slumping back a little bit, then bend your knees. Hold this taut towel in front of you across from solar plexus. Make sure you don't flex the wrist. Keep it straight. Hold the towel parallel to the floor as you do your spine stretch. Don't let it go down or up. Right here. Inhale, nod up and over, curve. It's almost like you're coming under the towel a little bit as you curve forward, and your arms are parallel to the floor as you reach forward. Then lead from your low back to roll up against your imaginary wall. Don't go behind the wall, so you got to roll right up against it into neutral. Inhale, up over curve. Roll forward, reach. Inhale, nod the chin, keeping nodding it as you roll up until the head comes up last. Inhale, up and over, reach, curve. This time stay in this deep curve and pulse the arms, keeping a tautness on your towel. Pulse slightly up. 1, 2, navel to spine. 3, 4, 5. Lengthen out and up to a high flat back diagonal. Arms diagonal, head between arms. Reach, 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 then bring it straight up. Bend to the top of the back of the head, goalpost position. Lengthen up, stretching the arms and sliding the shoulders away from the ears. Again, bend behind, hands a little behind elbows. Reach up, sliding those shoulders down. One more time, bend behind and reach it up. Hold, 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 and then forward. Good. And now, let the towel go and bring the palms together for the saw. Go to the outside of the right little toe, look down and back to the back right arm. Keep both sit bones on your mat and roll back up, palms together. Alternate, right hand to left little toe, look down and back, and roll up to center. And exhale, reach. Inhale, lift. Exhale, reach. Inhale, lift. Stretching across, keeping head, neck easy in line with your spine. So that's why you're looking down toward the back arm. Exhale, roll up, inhale. Reach across, exhale. Remember, you can bend those knees a little bit. 2 more, exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and pause. Come to your sitting pads and face where you can see the camera or the film, and then go into your neutral seated. And let the knees relax. Lift tall and grab that little folded towel. All right, so now we're going to do twist. And so we're going to take the arms up to ribcage arms, bend so the towel's at the back of the top of the head. Press the towel against the head and the head against the towel, but don't let your head go up or back. Keep it aligned. And then you just have that little connection there. Twist to your one direction. Inhale, right. If you're facing me, I'm mirroring you. Center to your left. Inhale, center, exhale, twist, inhale, center, exhale, twist, inhale, center, exhale. Again, grow taller as you twist, like you're spiraling upward, and twist, and center, and twist, and center, and grow tall, and center. Release your towel. Hands behind the head, same thing. Do a double exhale twist. So you go to the right, exhale, exhale, and center. Left, exhale, exhale, and center. Exhale, exhale, and center. Exhale, exhale. 2 more. Exhale, exhale, and center. Exhale, exhale, and center. Release the arms. And now come off your sitting pads. We're going to go into our lying down on your back position and go into your shoulder bridge prep. All right. So nothing under the head for this one. Into your neutral hook position, knees bent, with the feet and knees all the way together, feet under your knees, arms alongside, neutral spine and pelvis to start, and brace those low abdominal muscles before you begin. And now we bridge. Inhale, prepare, pelvic curl. Exhale, roll up to straight line bridge. Keep the hips up and level, and then we're going to take the right leg to a perfect tabletop. Keep that shape in the leg and tap the toe. Inhale, lift it to starting position. Exhale. So I'm not changing the shape of the leg that's dipping, and I'm not dropping my pelvis. I'm maintaining my perfect bridge, and hold, and then put foot next to foot, sink the chest, and roll bone by bone. Other side, inhale, pelvic curl, roll up to bridge legs together, hips up and level, pick up the other side to perfect tabletop. To keep that shape, tap the toe, inhale, slowly up, exhale. Everything is smooth and fluid, precise and controlled. And lift. Dip it, inhale. And lift and stay. Foot next to foot, knees together, and sink the chest to roll vertebra by vertebra and unravel down. Pick up the legs one at a time. Okay, now we're going to do a reverse curl. So first, after you pick up the legs, cross the ankles and turn the knees out the width of your shoulders. Keeping that shape in the legs, not moving with your legs, but curling from your tailbone and your low belly. Roll the pelvis to your waist. Put the brakes on with your belly to roll it down. And scoop and curl and roll it down. Two more. Scoop and curl and roll it down. Scoop and curl and roll it down. Now we're going to add to that. So we're going to take that rolled up towel that we're using in place of a ball, your bigger rolled towel, and we're going to put it underneath both legs together and press against it so it's right between the knees and calves. It's under the knees, between the calves and the back legs. And then I'm going to squeeze my lower legs down onto it to keep it in place, and then bring the arms alongside. We're going to do that same reverse curl, or what we call rollover prep. You scoop and curl toward your waist. Keep pressing on the towel and roll down. And scoop and curl and roll down. Scoop and curl and roll down. Scoop and curl and roll down. Changes it, doesn't it? Feels a little different that way. Yeah. One more. Scoop and curl and roll it down. All right, release that out from under. Good job. Okay, now let's go into some sideline. And what we're going to do is just have this nearby so you can grab it when you need to. And then you can use your head support for your sideline work. Stretch out in a straight line from head to toe. If you're mirroring me, I'm on my left side, you're going to be on your right side. And then you face me so you can see. Head support between the head and arm. Top hand kickstand. Make sure your feet are not behind you but lined up with the front pelvis. And we're going to do both legs squeezing up together as a unit. Exhale. Remember, if you have trouble bringing your ankles together for this part, you can put your little small spacer between your ankles. I think I told you this last time. And that may help you to get those connections of the two legs, okay? And squeeze up and lower. Try not to rock backward with your pelvis. Stay right on your side pelvis. Top shoulder down. Takes a lot of concentration and precision here as well. Squeeze it up. Lower. Last one. Hold up. And bottom leg beats to top leg. And 1. Keep it controlled. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold together. Slowly down. Bend both legs to 90. Chair. Top leg straight out. Flex the foot for side kick. Forward. Exhale. Exhale. Point back. Inhale. Exhale. Exhale. Reach and stretch. Exhale. Exhale. Reach back. Not moving this pelvic area. Just your legs separate from your pelvis. Yes, they can move independently of each other. Exhale. Exhale. And hold. Take it straight out in line with your front pelvic bone. Little circle forward for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Flex the foot up and down 2 inches or so. 2, 3, 4, 5. Point. Bend to 90, 90. Angle the knee down. Tap. Lift. Not moving the pelvis, just the leg, knee toward the other knee. That's it, very smooth. One more. And lower all the way down, stretch out, roll on your stomach, cross your hands, forehead on your hands for little heel beats. Legs in the Pilates V. Navel to the spine with that neutral pelvis on the mat. Lift both legs an inch or so, open and close, heels beat together and nice and smooth. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Rest. Push back to rest position. Deep breath, inhale. Exhale. One more, inhale. And exhale, roll up. Now, we're going to do a plank. So you're going to we'll start with a partial plank. Put your rolled up towel that you're using as a ball between your knees. Snug on it. 4-point kneel. Then tuck your toes under. Walk your hands a foot or so forward and bring your shoulders directly over your hands so you're in a partial plank. So you have a line from your tailbone to your head, and you have your weight, yes, on forward. If this bothers your wrist, remember, you can always go onto your elbows or do your little rolled end of your mat to make a little support for your wrist. We're just holding here and breathing, yes. Feeling that work in the upper mid-back and shoulder girdle area. You feel your abdominals working like crazy, I hope. They should be to support you. All right, sit back. And then come back to that position again, and we're going to try stretching those legs out. So bring the hips forward and try lifting those legs and see if you can hold that plank. Head in line, and lower the knees and sit back and remove that towel and stretch out. Deep breath. Grab your head support, and we'll do sideline on the other side. Here we go. Nice straight line, ankles together parallel, head support between head and arm, and kickstand your hand in front close to your body. Both legs squeeze up and hold, and lower with control. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Always working with control in both directions, both with the lift and with the lowering. Pilates is about control. Remember, Joe Pilates originally called his method contrology. It was all about control, precision, breath, fluid movement. All right, all those principles. We want to apply those principles to everything. Hold up, bottom leg beats, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold and lower. All right, bend the knees to the chair position, 90-90, top leg straight out. Flex the foot for side kick. Exhale, exhale forward. Point, reach slightly back, but not so far back that you rock back. And forward, exhale, exhale. Reach and stretch, only moving the leg, not moving the pelvis. See, this pelvis is nice and stable. And keep that knee straight on the top leg. And reach, exhale, exhale. Inhale, reach. 2 more. Exhale, exhale. Inhale, reach. Exhale, exhale. Reach. Take it straight out in line with this hip bone and circle forward for 5, 4, not moving your pelvis. 3, 2, 1. Reverse. 5, 4. Always control. If you need to, go slower. 2, 1, and hold. Flex the foot parallel and pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, hold. 5, point the foot, bend the knee, 90-90, angle the knee down, and tap and lift, but not moving the pelvis. Tap and lift, tap and lift, controlling both directions, keeping the knee pointing down. Last one. Lower legs and stretch out. Roll again on your stomach for single leg kick. If your back is okay and healthy, roll onto your elbows with the elbows under the shoulders and clasp your hands, and then you're going to be lifting that navel in and up. So remember, when we're doing the single leg kick, we're supporting with our abdominals. So I don't want to sag like this. Push into your elbows to lift the navel. Otherwise, lay all the way down, forehead on your hands if it bothers your low back. Now, even though I'm lifting the navel away from the mat, my pubic bone stays on the mat. Keeping the legs together parallel, try to lift those kneecaps slightly if you can. If that's too much, don't worry about it. Flex in, exhale, exhale, point down. Alternate, exhale, exhale, point down. Exhale, exhale, stretch. Lengthening through the spine, shoulders drawing down, pressing your forearms into the mat, lifting the navel away from the mat. Exhale, exhale, 2 more. Exhale, exhale, stretch. Exhale, exhale, stretch. Lower down, cheek to one side. Clasp your hands on your waist. Drop your elbows toward the floor. Bring your legs together parallel. Press your pubic bone toward the mat. Keep that pubic bone on the mat throughout. This is our double leg kick. All right, you're going to flex in 3 beats. 1, 2, 3. Stretch your arms and legs. Hover your chest looking at your mat. Reach your arms towards your feet. Repeat turning your head the other direction. Flex in, bend the elbows. 1, 2, 3. Stretch into that bow shape, like a little arc, long arc. And again, 1, 2, 3. Navel to spine as you reach. Look at your mat. Don't jut your chin up. Second side. 1, 2, 3. Stretch it. Arms around. Swimming. Opposite arm and leg lift and switch, switch, and into your flutter. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Rest. Hands by ribs, using your abdominals. Push up and back to rest position. Breathing into your back ribs. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Roll up to 4-point kneel. And cat stretch again. Round the back. Flatten the back. Round the back. Flatten the back. Good. All right. Now, let's put the legs in front of us. Bend the knees, feet an inch or 2 apart. Lean back on your hands, fingers toward the side, and wrap the shoulders back and down so you're in a slanted neutral here. We're going to lift the hips up, kind of like a plank position in reverse, or a 4-point in reverse. So I'm going to press up, looking forward. Just see if we can get there, and then back down. Press up and back down. One more. Press up and back down. Reach the legs out, flex the feet, arms up, and stretch over. Hold there for a deep breath. Inhale. Exhale. And again, inhale and exhale. Roll up. All right, let's grab those hand weights or whatever you're using for a hand weight, and we'll do a little upper body. So we're going to start in a standing position. So bring your weights or your water bottles or whatever it is you're using into your hands and come to a standing position. And we're going to bring ourselves into the Pilates V. Take your hands in with your weights alongside you. Make sure your wrist is straight and the palms are facing back and you're in good neutral spine. All right, we're going to do chest expansion. Press straight back and hold, but don't lean forward. Squeeze your legs together and your tight belly and alongside. Exhale, press, hold it, and alongside. Exhale, press, and alongside. Keep your wrist straight, don't flex the wrist. And alongside. Adding looks on the next one. You press back and hold. Look to your right. Look to your left. Head center and arms alongside. Press and hold. Look to your left.
look to your right, center, alongside. Press and hold, look to the right, look to the left, center, alongside, press and hold, look to the left, look to the right, center, alongside. Good. Now come to your seated position on your sitting pads. Cross your legs in front. You can also do it standing if you would prefer. Let me move this forward a little. All right. Okay. Now, and you might say, gee, I don't feel this much if you're using water bottles or canned food. It's really about working your posture muscles. And so even if you're just feeling your posture muscles working, that's good. That's okay. And we're just adding a slight challenge to those posture muscles. And so we're not necessarily trying to build muscle. We're toning and lengthening and strengthening. Yeah? All right, so curl in. Take the elbows to shoulder height like you're on a table at shoulder height. Careful you don't lean back and that you don't break the wrist. Open to a soft elbow forward at shoulder height without breaking the wrist and curl toward the cheekbones, but don't touch your shoulders. Inhale, exhale, curl. So we're keeping that good posture. Inhale, exhale, curl. Inhale, exhale, curl. Keep going. And inhale, nice tall on the sit bones. Exhale, curl. Side waist is lifting. Front belly is lifting. Back pant waist is lifting. Remember, all the way around our torso is working. Not just your front body, side body, back body, all working. That's your cylinder of support, which is the core. Your core is your whole torso area, right? Joe called it the powerhouse, Joe Pilates. Now, aim your elbows side at shoulder height. Same thing, but keep the elbows at shoulder height as you curl out and in. No breaking that waist if you can help it. Ooh, yeah. I'm using 3-pounders. That's plenty. 1 pound, 2 pound. So even if you're using lighter, like I said, that's fine. Because it's not about how heavy it is. It's how you're working, your positioning, your initiation, your control, your breathing. All that's what's important. Last one. Curl in and down. Take a breath. Exhale. Now, we're going to do a hug-a-tree. You bring the weights at your sternum, breastbone area, right at the base of it, together. Lift and lengthen in your neutral spine with your low belly lifting, your low back pant waist lifting. Keeping that, take the arms forward like you're hugging a big oval tree, not a round tree, but a little more oval shaped. Soft elbows, and you open diagonal side. Don't go behind your shoulder, and hug around the big oval. So it's more like an egg shape. Inhale, exhale. Never go behind your shoulders. That can put strain on the front shoulder. Exhale. Keep it slightly below shoulder height, so I'm more coming around across from my solar plexus. I'm not above my shoulder line. And together, 2 more. Inhale. Always control the movements in both directions. And hold forward. Bring it in and down in your lap and take a breath. Good. Salute. Weights at your temples, elbows side. Now, you keep them about this width as you go forward and up diagonal and back to the temple. So it's just a little forward diagonal, but don't lean back, and to the temples. Exhale, press. Inhale, bend. Exhale, press. Inhale, bend. Thinking of lifting your back pant waist. Keep your shoulders drawing away from your ears. Keep the side waist lifting. The navel lifting up and in. Yes, always long lengthening of the torso. Last one. And bring it in and down. Take a breath. Tuck the elbows, palms toward each other, and open side, squeezing between the shoulder blades and back forward. Exhale, a little bit of squeeze between the upper shoulder, middle shoulder blades and together. And squeeze. Keep the elbows tucked at your waist and center. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now we're going to stand again in our Pilates V. Weights in front, and this is a little bending of the knees on the diagonal and stretching the legs. Now, as you stretch the legs, you're going to zip the weights up the center to about the breastbone, the base of the breastbone, the lower part. Not all the way up so you hunch your shoulders. So it's more down in here. So we bend as we lower. You bend your knees as you lower the weights. You pull the weights up the center like a zipper as your elbows go side, and you stretch your legs. Inhale. Exhale. Keep your heels planted on your floor. Inhale. Exhale. Very smooth and fluid. Inhale. Precision. Pay attention to how you're doing it. Details. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Now keep the legs straight. Lower the weights. And place your weights down. All right. Come back on your sitting pads. Let's take a nice side over body stretch. Oh, that feels so good. And lift and up and out. And lift. Interlace behind. Press down and lift, stretching those shoulders. And right arm across. Shoulder down as you press the arm gently toward you to stretch this shoulder area here. Other side, arm across, press it towards you, but shoulder down, don't hunch it up, and feel that stretch. Then arm up, tap yourself on your upper back, grab your elbow, pull towards you for the tricep stretch. And other side, tap yourself on the back, grab the elbow, and pull it towards you. Good job. And then release that, and let's roll down to do some stretching. So put your sit pad to the side and grab your head support. And if you have a TheraBand, have it next to you. If not, a towel to stretch with in a minute. And then roll down onto your back into neutral spine. All right, cross right ankle over left thigh, thread through around behind the back of the left thigh for the little stretch here for the hip, like a letter 4 with your legs, and then pulling that bottom leg towards you to feel that hip stretch on the, if I have my right leg across, I'm feeling it on the right back hip area. And deep breaths here. Switch, left over right. Throw it around behind the right, pull it towards you, toward the left leg that's across. You're going to feel it on that hip there. So we did a little bit more stuff today. Added a few things in there. Remember, as you repeat the class, you can always take breaks when you need to, but by the time you do the 4th repetition, you should be doing it all the way through. Hopefully without a stop. But again, always feel free to modify, that's fine. So you do what you do. You do what you can do. Every day is different, you know. But you do try to improve each time in some way or another. So it's all about process. And each class we come back to it with the idea of what can I work on today? What can I focus on? What principle can I apply today throughout my session? How can I work on something that maybe I struggled with last time? How can I focus a little more on that today? Maybe I pause the video and do it a little slower, or focus on it a little more. That's fine. Yeah, we want to do what helps us progress. And it's not about perfection, but about a little incremental progress. Yeah? And I've been doing Pilates for, 30 years, and I'm still learning. So to me, it's always a process. All right, let's take our band and hook it over the sole of the right foot. Choke up a bit, pull the elbows to the mat if you have a band. If not, grab your towel and just hold it where you can. Always want to stretch in neutral pelvis. Remember, try not to tuck up. We want to keep that neutral, and then find your stretch in the neutral pelvis. Deep breathing. It's all about lengthening, so that's why I like to lengthen the bottom leg if I can, and lengthen the
front body, so that pubic bone is stretching away from the navel. So I have length on both sides of the body and both the front and the back body as I'm stretching the leg. So it's the whole body engaged here, not just your leg you're stretching. Take a small bend of the knee and press into the band. Inhale, bend. Exhale, stay straight. Turn the foot inwards so the sole of the foot is toward your center body. Keep that leg as straight as you can, and then gently take the leg across the body as well, but don't lift the hip or pelvis. Just keep that stretch, feeling it up the outside leg. Bring it back to straight up foot to normal and open to that other side for a little inner thigh stretch, but try not to move the pelvis. And deep breathing. Inhale. Exhale. And again, inhale. Exhale. Bring the leg up for one more breath here. Slip the other foot in. You can always feel free to take more time on your stretches. That's fine. I'm just moving through them a little bit more, but you can always hold longer. Just pause the video if you need to. Now, as you feel this stretch position, lengthen the tailbone away from your back waist. Lengthen the pubic bone away from your front navel. Feel the back leg stretching through the heel toward the ceiling. Feel the bottom leg elongated or just slightly bent if you need to. Then keep that foot on the ceiling. Take a small bend. Press through the heel to the ceiling. Exhale, stretch. Inhale, bend. Try to keep that foot parallel. Exhale, stretch. And one more bend. Lengthening the bottom leg. And exhale, stretch and hold. Keeping that tailbone down. And feel that length. And then turn the foot inward. Sole of your foot towards your center body. Trying not to clench the toes, though. Keep those toes relaxed. Then gently across the body, but don't tip your pelvis. And feel that stretch up the outside of the leg. Deep breath. Return up foot normal. Take one more bend here. And stretch. Tailbone anchored, open to side diagonal, and hold. Inner thigh. And straight up for one more breath. Release your band, remove it, and rub your hands out. And hug both legs in, rock a little side to side, ease out that low back. Good, then roll onto your side, gently come to sit, and grab your sitting pads. Alrighty. Rock a little, find your sit bones, elongate, and then just relax your arms, but feel the length front to back to front, and the sides. And then take a deep breath, inhale, press out, exhale. Inhale, stay, and just float the hands to the thighs as you keep lengthening upward. Notice how you feel. How do you feel compared to where you started? Oh, I feel so much better than when I started. I hope you do too. Thank you all. Good job. Keep up the good work. Love reading your reflections. Good job. And just remember, every day is a new day. Go at it. Do the best you can. Thank you.